Welcome to DL Kramer's Custom Cars and Anything. Tonight what I'm trying to do, and it's hard to videotape because of the location of it, I'm trying to mount the fuse box in. I've selected a location underneath the dash up in the upper left hand corner. Now, what I'm trying to do is videotape everything and work on it at the same time. So what I did is I cut the back of an radiator fluid jug, plastic, and I taped it up against the firewall for a pattern, but I'm going to leave it there because what's going to happen is, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but I wish I had a better place for that light, by the way. Wonder if this would work better. I don't know. But anyway, it's going to serve as a template, and it's also going to serve as a wire conditioner. And then I also got a piece of an inner tube I'm going to put on there as well, because the wires are going to be pushed up against that firewall. And through time, that vibration is going to eat through them. And I know it from street rods that we have to do it that certain way. So, anyway, so what I did is I cut that. It's a 5x6 square with the 4.5 holes diagonally to support the fuse box. So, let's see if you guys can see that. I got to grab the studs and everything else for that. What I made. So anyway, I don't know if you guys can see anything under there. Yeah, not too well at all. That figures. I suppose we can't bring this down anymore. What if I zoom it in there? Can you see it better? Let's see. Well, you can kind of see it. It's right there, but it's up, you know. I wish there was a better way, but I got to get my big butt in there. I got to try to. So let's do this first of all. Is that going to help any temporarily? You can kind of see it in a way. I'm going to shove the studs through the other side, through the wheel well. And I'm using stainless steel washers and stainless steel nuts on that side in the wheel well because it's going to splash up on them. And I'm gonna body seam them, so that way they can't get. Hopefully, it lasts a long time. So let's try to do this. Okay, there's one. And then there's two. Okay. So now a fuse box will hang off of that. But let's see, I need a flat washer. God, I still don't have all my bolts. I don't know what's going on here. I keep let's see, I need a lock washer. And a flat washer. Oh, let's see here. Lock washer, flat washer, not okay. I should have everything. Except for we need a wrench. Okay. A 7/16 ratchet wrench and a normal wrench. Oh, that's gonna be a half inch. Okay. Tonight I just want to get the fuse box in. That's all I want to do tonight. Get it mounted in there if I possibly can. Let's see. I wonder how I can get you guys in there. Man, this is difficulty. Let's see. Set all this stuff up there. Anything that could possibly be a problem. Let me see if I can get you in there, brother. No, maybe not. Nope, camera won't let me. So anyway, you can see I got that taped on the firewall. And I got those studs pushed through. So now, boy, this is a difficult one to tape. So we'll put a washer on there. And then a lock washer. Now on the other side I got stainless steel nylocks on them. This is where I could have used another helping hand, but in my world that is impossible. Are we gonna go on there? Are we having such a... Oh, I bet I know what's gonna happen now. Yeah. Not gonna be able to do that, ain't I? Well, let's start the other one right away. I clamped those studs in the thing to cut them, and I bet I knurled them a little bit. And now I brought 2 lock washers here, and I cannot find them. So, okay. Well, now we'll go get another one, and then another one, and another one. Bumped it. I know I grabbed 2 washers. I know I did. But I can't seem to find it, so we'll just grab another one. And if we lose this one, then we'll grab another one. And if we lose that one, we'll grab another one. And another one. Until we finally get it together. And while I'm out here, I'll clamp a vice grip on them. Right now, well, okay, so I won't be able to do that either. Okay. Yeah, that'll probably fall off there. But maybe it won't. We'll see. All right, I'm back again, guys. Okay. So what I'm basically doing is I'm trying to put studs to the firewall. You know? And then the old... there it went. I figured it wasn't going to stay. And another one probably won't either. Okay, so now I got my studs in there, you know. So now what I'm going to do, what I'll do next is I cut a piece of inner tube and I'm going to put that on there. So now what I got is I got a piece of plastic, you know, it's an old radiator jug deal. And so it's a little plastic. One day that'll just kind of fall apart. But by then the wires will have the memory, and by then the car will probably be a new 6-pack of Bud or something by then. But now I cut a piece of rubber here, inner tube. At least I believe I put some holes in it. Boy, everything's got to fight me hard. Okay. Hope it fits. Okay, now I'm going to push that up against her like that. And what that's going to do is that's going to soften any vibrations as well. You know? Wonder if I can go out a little bit on that. Yeah, okay. You see the top folded down a little bit on it, but that's fine. Now I gotta go get a couple of washers, some bolts, again, and the wiring harness. And this should be really fun. So for now, we need a couple flat washers, 1/4 inch. Okay, I'll take them all out so I can find one. Okay, found one. Man. Okay. So then I'm just going to grab a couple flat washers. I'm not going to get the rest of the nuts and bolts yet. And then I got to grab the harness here. Okay. Let's wrap around everything here. Give me another 10 minutes, I'll have her. Wowzer. Okay. I definitely got a rat's nest going here. I should have never unzipped it all yet. I should have waited. Oh, that's right, I got a horn relay. I got a mount up there too somewhere. So now what I'm gonna do, rip my fingernail off, but I just about did now. Well, that's yeah, that'll bleed all over. Okay, so I'm going to put a flat washer this way. We're going to put another one this way. Okay. And then I'm going to grab the main loop here. And hopefully this thing fits. Wonder if I should go out one more. There you go, maybe. Maybe that helps. We're going to pull this in here. I'm going to put this on that stud. Can't see the other stud. Okay, I know it fit before, so it should fit now. Why it's not, I'll never know. Okay. I'm going to push this on. There, just like that. Fold that up. Make sure our wires are not ran in the way of nothing. I'm going to find out that I don't have enough stud here. Well, I figured that out just perfectly wrong. But anyway, that's the way it's going to be then, you know. So, okay. Yep. Okay. So anyway, put you on pause again. All right. My butt in here again. Okay, so we want to make sure that we mount it so we can read it. And I can't see nothing right now, so I have to steal a light here. Okay, perfect. Okay, nothing's wrapped around the stud. And that lower one. What about the upper one? Nothing in there either. Okay, I'll push that all the way in. It's already somewhere. We'll just fill that down there for now. And then we'll throw, we gotta get nuts and washers and everything for that, don't we? Okay, well that sucks. Alright, I'm back. So let's throw a washer on there. Washer on this one. Hopefully this works. No, not gonna. No, the bounce. Oh yeah. Yeah, that works. We need a lock washer. How about we'll get a nut on that top one right away. Okay. Wonder if I can get some light in here. I can see. that one. Oh, everything fell off. Good. Now, where did it go? Where did it go? Right there, maybe, huh? Okay. The washer's still on there. No, this might be difficult to try to. It's not on there, I suppose. Oh, yeah, I figured it would be. Right. Now I can see again, so. Okay. I don't know if I'm putting it on there cross thread. Hope not. Wow. I'm gonna tighten that guy up, huh? Well, let's go right on there. There it goes. Okay, let's just tighten these up now. Now we'll separate the wires. Can't ratchet that much here. Okay, we don't have to reef on it now. Okay, got our fuse box mounted. Now, some of you might be saying, well, that's in the way of the parking brake. Believe it or not, it actually isn't, but later on I'm gonna put a modern lever one on the floor, I think. Anyway. So yeah, so there's our fuse box mounted in the Duster. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go through these wires. I'm gonna put you guys on pause. I'm gonna lay these out really nice and pretty. I still gotta mount the horn relay here. Just trying to think where I can mount that. I'll figure that out later. That I can figure out later. So anyway, let's put you on pause while I figure out untangle my rat's nest. All right, so what I did here, you can see along. Let's see. You can see from the. Here, hang on a minute. Hang on just a second here again. Golly, I'm just not good at filming nothing tonight. You can see from the fuse box there, I ran, those are the wires that go to rear tail lights, fuel sending unit, fuel pump, and I just laid them right there. Obviously, I got to cover them up yet. I got other wires run in there, like speaker wires. You don't want to run with power wires because then it creates a hum on your radio. So those will run next to them, but it won't run with them. That's called impedance. It impedes them to sound, you know. And then I got those wires that are on the floor from the fuse box, you know, those right there, those are, they go underneath the dash. They're for the gauges and ignition and so forth. Okay. So, and then you see some wires running up here. Those I have to run through the firewall, but I rolled them up. I rolled them up and just set them up here for now. Because I got to put a whole, I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. You know, am I going to, because I got different ideas. I'm thinking the bulkhead connector used to go through that square hole. So I'm thinking about making an aluminum plate and then drilling a couple holes in it and put rubber grommets on it and running them through there. So that's on another video. For right now, they're going to just lay right there. And then I'll show you the fuse box and everything. Once I get the door open without banging it in anything. You can kind of see how our fuse box there turned out. So I got to mount the horn relay there yet. That's hanging there. You know, you can barely see it. And yeah. So we have yet to begin. But we got to have a starting point. And now we have a starting point. So, you know, all these wires that you see here, you know, again, they're anything from left turn, right turn, high beams, low beams, horn, engine oil pressure, temperature, electric fan, whatever, you know. And I got to figure out the wiper side. You know, if I got to run a separate wire out there. I think there's going to be a power wire here for a wiper, but it's going to be in this mess on the floor. And then the heater, the blower motor too. So I have to figure all that out too. And I mean, I know how everything works, so I can wire this up in no time. And what's nice is this one's got the GM connectors on it. So, and this is a GM tilt column I put in here. And it's from Speedway. It's actually a street rod column, you know, but it's got GM stuff on it. But so, and then I got my ignition key mounted on the dash, as you can see there. So, yeah, this is going to take a while to wipe it out, to get it all wired up. But, you know, you stay organized, you keep your wires organized, where they go, you know, to what section of the car. Obviously, these will all be covered up and everything, and they're just laying there because I got to run wires with them yet, other wires, because I got to think about, am I going to run an amplifier in the back for stereo or not? And then I got to have speaker wires running with this, you know, so, but not with the electric wires. You want to run them separate on a conduit separately so they don't impede. Or you get that humming on your stereo. And I don't want that. So I want a nice crystal sound. So yeah, so anyway, there it is, I guess. We got a good start. That's all we got. We just jumped off the starting line. That's all we did. So I got to figure out here yet, you know. Oh, which way does this thing work? You know, that hole there, that factory square hole. So I thought about cutting all the wires, and I was going to put the factory connector there. And you know what? No, I'm just going to run them through a grommet. You know, and if they ever fail, well, yeah, then we'll figure it out from that point. But I haven't had anything fail on me yet. But this harness, I'm not really enthused about the fuse box because the connectors in there are tight, and I'm not liking that. I think I got screwed already, but oh well. And the kit came with a rubber grommet, 1.25 inches. You can kind of see it there. You're supposed to use that to run all your wires through. So, but well, looks like I got a mess to clean up here, and then It's time to go in for the evening, I think. So anyway, from this area. Oh my God. It'll be fun. So anyway, you guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Have a good evening. Next one. Oh God. I don't even know where I'm gonna mount that computer yet. The computer should have been mounted where that fuse box is. So and that can't be out in the rain, so that's gotta be inside the car. So where am I gonna put all this? Hold it in my lap. Oh, I tell you. Okay. Talk to you guys later. And take care. Okay. Bye bye. Wish me luck.